Are you looking for the best webcams from 1080p to 4K? In this video we will look at some of the best webcams from 1080p to 4K on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Insta360 Link. With excellent video quality, intelligent operation and software and a good built-in, noise-cancelling mic, Insta360's debut webcam stole my heart. It's got nearly all the must-have features of competitors, including 1080p/60fps streaming, a vertical video mode, a gimbal with automatic tracking, custom presets plus tons more, and is as good or better at everything. It's not perfect, though most of my gripes can likely be fixed in software or firmware. They are not necessarily hardware flaws. There's no way to change the default sleep timer or initial framing state. You can't save image-related presets, like exposure compensation or white balance. The app doesn't let you rotate the camera vertically and it can get pretty hot. Oh, yeah. It's also really expensive, not overpriced for what you get, but more than a lot of people can or are willing to pay for a general-purpose webcam. If being polished on camera is part of your job, though, it might be worth it to you. Number 2. Nexigo N60 1080p 30fps webcam. I had my doubts about this at first. There are so many small, unfamiliar brands on Amazon that it takes a lot more than a 4+ star review to pique my interest. But I was quite surprised at how good this basic webcam is for the price, much of which has to do with the software. It also supports Macs, something the camera it replaces doesn't. It's the Creative Livecam Sync 1080p V2, which remains a fine choice for Windows at an attractive $30 to $40. There's only so much you can do with the image quality on a basic 1080p 30fps webcam, but the Nexigo still delivers better video quality than many 720p laptop webcams, with relatively solid white balance and auto exposure, even across various lighting conditions. Don't expect great 1080p picture quality at full-size viewing or in low light, though. There you can see noise and softness, though it's no worse than most 1080p webcams under $100. Scaled down to a typical laptop viewing size, it looks good. Nexigo's software isn't pretty, but some of it's a lot more functional than much of what I've used. For instance, the manual white balance actually works well along a continuum rather than just giving you a choice between too pink or too green. It also allows you to save presets for all the adjustable settings. It doesn't currently work with macOS Monterey, so I couldn't test that, but the company promises an update to support the latest version of the OS within the next couple of months. Number 3. Razer Kiyo X. Razer replaced its Kiyo with the Kiyo X at a lower price, a level that the Kiyo used to drop to when on sale. It did so by cutting out the ring light, which is useless, and the mic, the built-in mic in your laptop is better than most webcams, anyway, as well as switching to a simple, non-swiveling mount. There isn't a lot to differentiate these entry 1080p 30fps from each other, but Razer stands out a bit for its accurate white balance and decent exposure, as long as your lighting doesn't vary wildly. Number 4. Obsbot Tiny. The 1080p Obsbot Tiny, a refined version of the Obsbot Tail that began life as a Kickstarter a couple of years ago with a different focus, replaces the Anker PowerConf 300 as my pick for the peripatetic. Though it's larger overall than most webcams, it's smaller than it looks and it's worth the extra bulk for the built-in gimbal that lets it tilt and rotate to track you. That means it can cover you over 180 degrees without requiring zooming out until you're just a tiny head in the frame. And it tracks quite well. It also has limited gesture controls, to control face lock for tracking and to zoom, which come in handy. The design is great as well, with a magnetic attachment to the mount and a large LED that not only tells you if it's on, but that indicates if it's currently focused on anything. Instead of a cover, you can tilt the camera down, so you don't have to worry about losing a cap. It has all the essentials covered as well, including solid video quality and a surprisingly good mic, though it lacks features you might be used to from the mic in your laptop or headset, like noise cancellation, as well as a lightweight utility to control the camera position and zoom in software. Number 5. Logitech StreamCam. This tiny webcam is designed for streaming, in case the name didn't give it away, but it has some perks that make it appealing for general purpose use. You can mount it horizontally or vertically, which makes it nice for video chatting with folks on phones or for shooting quickie TikTok or Instagram videos. It shoots in 1080p at 60 fps, which can frequently give you better looking video than 30 fps. Plus, it's small, so it can fit in cramped spaces. Number 6. Logitech Brio 4K. The Brio 4K webcam is one of the most popular models on the market thanks to its impressive 4K resolution and Logitech webcam smarts. 4K is useful if you want to zoom into your face or a physical object without losing the detail as much as a typical 1080p model. If you have the network bandwidth to transmit 4K, you can deliver a sharp picture and even use it handheld to show viewers physical objects rather than just share your screen. You probably don't really need 4K, so it can also broadcast in 1080p 60 fps if you want good video that's less stressful on your network. Logitech even makes a special model of the Brio specifically for the Apple Pro Display XDR, the 4K Pro magnetic webcam, so it can perch prettily atop your pricey monitor. It's getting a bit old, though, and could use some revising. That means it's less capable than newer models, but it also means it's a lot less expensive. Read our Logitech Brio 4K Pro webcam preview.